Hollywood Hills, Beverly Hills, and West Hollywood in general are some of the most desirable places in Los Angeles, probably in all of California. But with that comes some very nice living costs. But how much are we talking about in 2022? Living costs in Los Angeles in general are already high, but the cost of living in Hollywood Hills is significantly higher than the rest of the city of Los Angeles. Average salaries for individuals that live within the Hollywood Hills is around $70,000 a year minimum. When it comes to salaries in Los Angeles overall, you're looking at an average of between $40,000 and $50,000 a year. When it comes to home prices and rent, the average cost of rent in Hollywood Hills area is about $5,000, while the rest of Los Angeles averages around $2,500 a month. And just to clarify, we're not talking about a mansion here. We're talking about a very standard home at best for $5,000 a month. But it's the location that is the complete opposite of standard. Just to give you some context, the typical value of homes in Los Angeles in general is around $800,000 to $900,000. And you're looking at between $1,100 and $1,200 per month for rent. And that would actually be with roommates. But when it comes to buying a home in Hollywood Hills, you're looking at an average price of around $2 million for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Car expenses. Now, being able to commute around a city like Los Angeles is absolutely key. So you must have a good running car here. Gas prices are pretty high in general right now, but they're very high here. Currently, give or take, gas is running around $4.50 a gallon. I've seen some stations as high as $6 a gallon. And then you've got auto insurance, of course. This is completely dependent on your age, your driving history, the type of vehicle you drive, but on average, you're looking at around $1,800 to $2,000 a year. Then you've got health insurance. Costs, of course, are going to vary. There's a wide selection of health plans available, but on average, you'd be looking at figure around $450 per month per individual. And then food and groceries. When it comes to grocery shopping, particularly here in Hollywood Hills, of course, you have to take into consideration how many people there are in your household. Most importantly, is everybody going to be eating home? Are you going to be eating home cooked food? Are you going to be eating 3 square meals a day plus snacks? A good estimate, let's just talk about if you're living solo and you intend to eat home cooked meals on a daily basis, it's pretty easy to see an average bill of around $750 a month for groceries right now. But now, of course, if you're a family, well, you can either do the math or you can figure out how to budget and become vegetarian. And of course, if you like to dine out, then your food costs are going to be looking a lot different. You can easily spend $25, as much as $40 on lunch out. Dinner can cost you $50 to $100, unless of course you want to live on pizza and burgers, in which case your meals dining out would be a lot less. But a steak, salad, and a glass of wine here in Los Angeles, in Hollywood Hills area particularly, will set you back close to $100. Then you've got utilities. Last but not least, utilities. For gas, electricity, water, trash pickup, city sewer maintenance, the average across the whole of Los Angeles is around $200 to $300, though again, that can jump vastly depending on the area itself and your family's usage and consumption. But in the Hollywood Hills, you're going to expect that your utilities are going to run closer to probably around $400 to $500 a month. How much should you save before moving to Los Angeles? Of course, that depends on whether you're coming here to own or to rent. But before moving to Los Angeles, especially the Hollywood Hills area, I would strongly recommend that you have a job lined up, first of all, before settling in. This is La La Land. People come with dreams from all over the world to Hollywood to pursue their vision of their lives, which sadly can go very, very wrong very, very quickly. So saving anywhere between a minimum of $20,000 with a job lined up would be a sensible and reasonable number, just to make sure that you have some emergency funds available to you. And of course, if you're set on buying a house or condo, you're certainly going to need more than that. And I can help you put together a realistic plan, a realistic budget for your purchase based on your wants, your needs, timing, what's most important to you, of course. I get calls pretty much every day from people who are looking into a move in or out of Los Angeles. So if you are thinking about moving or relocating within the Los Angeles area, then give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, however you want to get in touch. So that's a wrap for this video. And if you enjoyed this, just let me know in the comments, and why not check out another video on screen right now? I'm sure you're going to love it.